So, when last we left off, we had just... And I need to mute myself again, I do apologize. I thought that I had already done this, but go away. One moment. Boom! Okay, we're muted. Okay, now we're going to... Sorry about that. Because of the fact that I'm running this in a different browser, it causes weird things. I can't run it in Chrome because for whatever reason, the chat isn't working in Chrome for some reason. So... hopefully that's fixed soon. It might even be fixed now, and I just don't know it because... Are you going to start up, friend? Okay. For it. Come on, Steam. Steam, get your shit together, friend. Steam, why are you broken today? Okay, so Steam has locked up somehow. We're going to have to restart Steam. Sorry about that. As per usual, going through random complications with things not working the way that they are supposed to. It would not be an Arctole stream if we didn't have that kind of nonsense going down. Or if we didn't have our calculator on the screen, but I guess you guys can't see that part. So... We are restarting Steam, question mark? Maybe? Come on, man. See, I usually prefer to have the game started up before I start so that I don't have to worry about any weird issues like this. But, oh, that's hideous. Something showed up on Steam, it's like, it's an alien. Really ugly one. Oh, you know, I should probably have changed the title away from Treehouse Troubles. I don't know what I'd call it, though. It's fine. It'll just cause complications for me later when I'm trying to edit that video. So, when last we left off, we were in Arnica again, I believe. And I have looked through... some stuff. I think I have an idea of how I'm going to want to continue building the characters. I do think I'm going to swap her over to a bishop because I finally looked up a spell list and I realized that I'm never going to get access to the haste spell unless I have somebody who can cast psionic spells. So that, to me, is an issue.
How interesting. Martin's badge. He stole the Destiny Dominus, you know. Wearing that is not any way to increase one's popularity.
Okay. A miter. Anointed flail, which we already have. And let's see. Book of Poison Cures. I don't know if resting. I'm not sure that I want to purchase a bunch of stuff right now because
yes,
I'm currently heavily overweight. So, let's see here.
yes.
I'm gonna sell a bunch of this crap. And we're just gonna try our best to get ourselves back under control in terms of weight on a more permanent basis.
What now?
I feel like I want to keep the dust and stuff like that. Let's see, concussion powder.
I hear you.
Present.
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay, so we're gonna go to party items. So this Martin ID tag is interesting, and I think I actually do know where I'm supposed to use it now. One of the problems with doing the stream you know, doing a blind run for a game, particularly a game that's as like odd as this one, and doing it like just sort of in such the weird fashion that I have, is that it makes it harder for me to keep track of where I'm supposed to be going. And so I did check some stuff, some deliberately, and some of it I found while I was trying to look for other information. But basically, I now know where that is for, and apparently, I also know what that orb thing that I found is for, and I have absolutely no idea how I would be supposed to figure it out in game unless there's something that tells you that information.
Yes, I hear you.
Standing by.
Yes.
Like it gives you more information than I currently have, because
I hope to see you
it's
again.
it's very odd to think to combine the two items that I need to combine. So we need to start selling some more stuff. I'm going to go to the blacksmith and sell some stuff to him. And I'm curious about how much money I want to keep on hand.
You've returned.
I have returned, friend. That is true. And we're going to sell...
Yes.
Standing by.
What now?
Anything that I need to sell here? I don't think I need the 2 normal daggers.
I hear you.
Okay, we can sell this skirt. Posier's hat. I don't think I need this. This gives blocks and trap skills to people that don't have any skill. It seems like a waste to me. Heater shield, I'm going to keep that.
Present.
And we have feather
Yes.
ducks there, spice stones. Round shield.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep some of these shields. I do not need Mercurio's blade. I don't have anybody who's a bard in the party. And I don't have anybody who I want to make a bard, so we're just getting rid of it. We're going to get rid of this leather helm, the buskins, main gouch, and I don't think I need a rapier. Okay, so we're going to go to party items. We can sell these. We can sell the suede pants, I guess. The boots, sandals. This olive skin doublet sells for a lot of money considering that it's cursed. It's like, what exactly does this guy want that for? And we've got burning spears here. Solarettes I want to keep because I'm going to need them eventually when I swap characters to the appropriate thing. I don't think I need an all-pike when I have access to better. Yeah, so I'm just going to sell all the all-pikes that I had. That's going to save me a lot of space. That's a lot of weight getting rid of right there. So we don't need... Oops. What did I just click? Oh, I just went back to the top. Poignard is worth keeping for now. Bacillard is also a dagger. I'm not going to keep that. Okay, so longsword. Broadsword, rapier, dagger. Yeah, I think that a good portion of my weight problem is just coming from this, so... Woodsman's Axe. Double damage versus plants. And it's a two-handed axe. It's usable by fighters and rangers. I feel like there's really very little reason for me to give this to Cordric, so I'm just going to sell this. So unidentified daggers. We have a War Scepter. 3 to 8. A halberd that I don't need. Okay, so we've now got 55,000 gold, which is not too bad. And I'm gonna check to see if there's anything here that I really want. No dachi. It's a two-handed sword, usable by samurai. It has a 2% chance of killing outright. Flamberge is also a two-hander. Oberon's Greaves, plus 10 speed, and some resistances, which is nice. This is actually pretty cheap, but it's usable only by bards. Okay then. Stud Chopsies. Estimate and Camille. Alright. So, I think that we're done with that. How you doing?
Don't bother me with such trivial questions.
Well. Okie dokie then. So we're gonna leave.
Till your return, then.
Until you return.
Bye-bye.
Alright. So, we have accomplished that. These guys are friendly, so we don't need to worry about them. Okay, so we have this badge thing, which I was not entirely sure what to do with, because I completely forgot like the way that this place worked. So we've got this place here, which we should be able to use the ID badge for, I think.
Scanning. HLL identification found. Officer Martin. Access granted.
So there we go. So we needed to have that identification badge in order to get into here. And because of the fact that I didn't like break into the prison before, that's interesting. These people are not hostile to me, despite the fact that I clearly just broke into this place. So, well, broken is a strong word. That's nice. Getting some artifact skill. Steel comes to her. Pants. Boom. Try to make sense of the whirling shapes, then you use Dominus star system and realize that the whirling globes must be the world you're standing on now. Alright. So, I don't know if my characters are actually familiar with, like, basic science literacy or not. Because I kind of got the impression that these people were from, like, some backwoods world, but I guess the ranger, at the very least, is a mook, which would have been an alien on whatever space that I was in. So presumably they're familiar with the sci-fi elements? Probably. Hello, friend.
Who goes there?
Hi, Tremaine.
Martin, huh? Imagine confusing the lot of you with Martin. Oh, no, I don't like to talk about myself. Good old Martin, the biggest legend on Dominus.
Biggest legend on Dominus.
Years ago now, he made off with the Destiny Dominus. We were supposed to protect it, you see. No one was pleased when it went missing. We pinned it on Martin and traced him to Trenton. But by the time we got there, he was gone. Eventually, we tracked him to an old HLL fort high up on a ridge. Must have known we were coming, though. He set enough traps to keep us out for a good while. Enough time for him to escape again. And we never did find him. Or the Destiny Dominus.
Interesting. So this is presumably what's supposed to lead us to then go to Trenton and other places.
Only the most important relic of all time. monks at the monastery say that it was created by Foonzang himself.
Oh my goodness.
Cosmic Lord. I can't swear by it, but they say it contains all the knowledge of the lords themselves.
Well, that sounds useful. Foonzang.
That's really something to ask about at the temple.
Okay. So we can't trade with him. And I don't have anything else that is on the list.
I don't understand you. Good luck there, Martin.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Nothing interesting in the papers. Rat Pack's containment procedures. Oops.
Good luck.
Farewell.
Excuse me. Okay, so unauthorized force can be used, or sorry, unauthorized people on their territory can be used, have unauthorized, use of force is authorized. English is good. Okay, so we're gonna pop out of here. So it looks like that guy just leads us to Trenton. I'm trying to remember, is Martin... Is Martin the savant guy? Is Martin someone else? I don't know who anyone is. Okay, so we've got a load of 110 on her. Interestingly enough, she's actually overweight right now. So this is light armor. It's usable by just about anyone. I'm going to go ahead and put this on her. And put this on her, I guess. She can wear it. I think everyone else probably has better. So, her load is now fine. Okay, so that's good to pay attention to. Just this hinged box. We're gonna need to start increasing her strength, I guess. But we actually have so our work cut out for us to an extent with getting her stats where they need to be, so we might not be able to invest into strength for quite a while. She's maxing out piety, but on her next level, but we are intending to do some other business.
Standing by.
I don't think I want to do it on him. She really needs to get her healing capacity better. Because I'm intending to swap her to another class eventually. So I want her to be able to get those skills up first. So I want to make sure that we're blowing her mana into getting that divinity skill up. I'm also thinking about swapping my mage into the psionic track as well. And we'll see whether I decide to do that or not. Basically, I'm curious whether I'm gonna do that for the priest and the mage, because as far as I can tell, there doesn't appear to actually be a disadvantage to being a bishop.
See ya.
Let me see. Oh, hi, friend.
Utterly obliterate them.
I would hope so. All right, so.
Taken care of.
And I do need to be casting more spells with these people. So there are 2 in the front, and then there's 1 on each side. So I'm gonna have
Taken care of.
I guess I can't target something that's over there because of the facing issues. It's fine. It's fine. These aren't terribly strong, so. We're gonna take another look around this place. And the hope is that it allows us to do some good business. Now, she's going to cast Enchanted Blade. With power level 2. She is going to cast power level 2 Superman.
Very
Her,
well.
because why the hell not? And the power level for the Superman actually does matter. It increases the stats that you gain out of it. Which is something that I did not realize. So we'll see how. Oh shit. Okay, that sucked. Okay, I'm just gonna end turn so that I get my people facing the correct direction. Alright. And no increases for the person that I really want to get increases, which is Algeria, but that's okay.
Flight recorder analysis station.
Alright, so this is kind of a weird thing, but we're going to combine these two objects together because, as far as I can tell, the in-game details that would imply that you should do this are just HLL, which represents the same people that this flight recorder is from. And aside from that, so these are supposed to merge, I thought.
Thank you.
Okay, apparently not. Okay, well that is good that that's not what I'm supposed to do, because that means that I didn't get that spoiled for me, and I have absolutely no idea how I'm supposed to fix that flight recorder then. Okay then.
Yeah?
So, you cannot cast it right now. Hey, Divine Magic 2. Dun, 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 dun. So,
Yes?
what other stuff do we need to cast?
Present.
So, I should be casting Armor Plate. Cast that at rank 2. We're going to cast... Who's Whirlwind? Is that light? Aha! So fire magic increases to 1. So I don't know what the limitations are on that, but it's not that you just can't rebuff at all. But there do appear to be some sort of limitations on how you can get that stuff going. Is this the exit? I think this is the exit, right? Yeah, this is the exit. Okay, so let's take a look at my journal. We've got... Martin stole the Destiny Dominus. Alright, now I'm going to head back to Trenton, because the other thing is that I've been looking for this mystery potion for quite a while, and I thought I had thoroughly checked the thingamabobbers, the vendors, but it is actually my understanding that the mystery potion that I need is supposed to be on one of these vendors. So I don't know which vendor it is, but I think I can just buy it. Which, again, I find surprising because I wouldn't have expected that, based off of the fact that people keep talking about this shaman guy, and
Better look this way.
okay, we're going to save this just in case that thing comes to me. Fine. Alright, we're going to continue on. So, let's see here. What other stuff do we have going for us?
Look at that creature.
So, we are going to just keep following the road for now, I think. Where am I? This is me. Okay, so I've already gone into that little inlet. I don't need to go in there again. Okay, we do not want to go near those because those things are going to be assholes. I'm going to try to avoid the enemy types that are more irritating to deal with and stick to
A creature.
like dealing with
Observe.
can't very quick on that. That's fine. Maybe this thing bomb. Let's see, what was this thing? I'm gonna try to avoid the things that have like AoE crowd control effects for the most part, and stick to things that are more convenient and less time consuming to kill. So hopefully that will work out for us and not go terribly. Let's see here. So we're going to continue on. We're going to get back to Trenton. And I was expecting there to be more in that building there, so it's, I guess, good that we kept the name of this based off of Trenton, because we're going to be going right back into Trenton, which I'm sure is very exciting for everyone to know that we're going to be dealing with the enemies in there probably forever. Okay. Do I want to go the back road, or do I want to go the front path? So I think that basically what I'm doing here
Creatures.
is following Martin. I think that that's fundamentally at the core of my current, like, methodology, is I'm just following Martin around, like, tracing his steps to get that item. Then there's also this Dark Savant guy who's got all of his stuff going, and we need to get the Astral Domine or something. So we've got all these different items that we need to collect. So we'll see how it goes. And so up there. And I think it's better for me to go the front way than the back way, actually. Because if I go in the front way... Whoa, hello!
Look at those things.
What the hell? Did I never come down here or something? What is this crap? There's a bunch of stuff here. Okay. Well, whatever. Let's see here. We're gonna cast Superman. We're actually gonna cast a rank 3 Superman on her.
Very well.
Just for the hell of it. And we're gonna cast something. Let's cast a Whipping Rocks.
If you say so.
And anything else that I need to cast? I don't think so. I think that everything else should work fine. So we're casting Whipping Rocks to get that skill up, and we're going to be casting Superman predominantly to increase that skill rather than worrying about anything else. We fizzled the spell, which is not good, so I guess I probably should just cast the rank 2 version. These have more HP than I thought they were going to have. I don't know why I thought that roaches were going to be easy to kill. Well, that was actually kind of cool. I like that animation. Alright, so these things are presumably going to start attacking me at the end of my turn. But we are actually outspeeding them with all of our characters, which is kind of cool. So, we're going to cast a rank 2 Superman instead, and we're just going to have to recast that. So Miles is nauseated. Muscatabat. The misses. So, in terms of my fighter types, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with them.
If you say so.
In terms of, like, their class maintenance and things like that. I'm not sure how their stuff stacks. So my understanding is that spell levels are just added in. My guess is that when it comes to determining number of attacks per round and things like that, that it is just adding a value for each level that you obtain.
I think I kicked it. Feeling a lot.
And so
Well, thank goodness
the
that's
different
done.
classes, I think, should stack with each other fine. So I shouldn't have to worry about that either. So, like, as an example, for my samurai just swapping around to different classes, I don't think that it's hurting Aldrea's growth potential, because I don't think she's fighting as a level 1 samurai, I think she's fighting as a level 1 samurai, level 8, you know, or level 7 Valkyrie plus 1 level of fighter. So, from a practical standpoint, I don't think that it makes a terribly large difference. So I think we should be fine.
My ailment has abated.
And we're going to
If you say so.
do that. I'm gonna have her cast. No, I don't want to cast a max rank plus. That's silly. I could have her cast Whirlwind. Why not? Let's do that.
Very well.
That bird is gone.
That's better.
So, water magic skill, earth magic skill goes up. And we've got a Ring of Breezes. So this is +1 AC, and it has 2 charges of something. Also, it gives 20% resistance to error, which is very nice. So I'm going to have to put that on somebody. I need to start putting these things that give +1 AC and resists on people. So the Ring of Breezes, I'm going to figure out who has the highest air resistance and give it to that person. So let's take a look. Where are my resists? This is my resistances. Perfect. So air is right here, so 26. So she has the highest air resist. She has really good resist generally. So we're gonna pop it onto... Do I want to pop it onto her, though? Oh, shit. I accidentally clicked off the screen. It's fine. And that's interesting. So this glitching out like this in this specific way is actually specific to me tabbing to something that's on the other monitor. Because I noticed while I was tinkering earlier, when I didn't have two monitors in use, that when I just tabbed back, it just tabbed back correctly. I still couldn't use my my keyboard hotkeys, but the thinger was working. Okay, so we're gonna give this to her, I think, because protecting her from air-based Ailments is probably valuable. Give that instead of this. And let's see here. What other stuff do we have here? I could alternatively dump it onto my priest, who's the most important character in terms of like not wanting them to be crowd controlled. And we can go ahead and give this to her. She does not actually have any armor on for some reason. No accessories. Didn't I have another one of those things? I thought I had some other... Alright, I need to check this helmet. So this is a steel helm. It's got +4 AC, which is fine, but not really very good. Who is using by? He could wear it, but it's not as good as what he's got. So we're not going to have him equip it. Okay, so that's something that we're just going to be selling once we get access to it. And... okay. So, we can't use our keyboard, so we're going to go ahead and save the game. We're going to save it under saving is good. We are going to overwrite that, and then we are going to exit out and come back in. And hopefully this time Steam won't crash, because that would be very unfortunate. And I do apologize for that. I wish that there was an easy way for me to fix that, but the only way I can think of to fix that would be to shut off the secondary monitor entirely, which would make it harder for me to be in the chat. I don't know why I keep picking up random objects on my desk and playing with them, but oh, maybe it's the caffeine. Possibility. It's a possibility. Right, so we can click on this. It's interesting because it gives the Windows cursor is giving me like the please wait signal, but there's no need to wait. Okay, so one of the reasons that I did that is just because I figure that giving one person an abnormally high amount of resistance is probably better than giving resistance to someone who's not going to get a particularly high value out of it. Just because I don't really know how much I don't know how much it affects, right? I don't know whether, as an example, if a spider uses its webbing, is there an elemental resist that's targeting? Is that targeting armor class? I don't know. I haven't been able to find any information about that kind of thing. So there's a lot of stuff that I have not been able to find any real concrete information about, which I think is kind of interesting, actually, is that there really is very little in the way of concrete information available.
Present.
I also need to cast magic word. Or magic screen, rather. I'm gonna cast that. So we can last for a very long time. So here's the other question. Did that increase? Oh, I see. So the magic screen just increases my resistances. I was thinking that it was kind of like the arrows thing, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it just increases my resistances flat out. So that's good to know. That's very good to know.
Observe a creature.
Observe a creature. What kind of creature? Is it a pixie creature? Vile spiders, lovely. Just what I like to see. Okay, we're gonna pop in here. I'm gonna close this door behind me, actually. Say hello to you. And I think... Okay, Fuzz Faz. So this is identifier, right? There we go. Mystery potion. Okay. I can apparently buy 21 of these, which is weird. I just want... Oh, shit. Okay, I think I just bought one. Yeah, we just bought one. So we did get the mystery potion from this person who does, in fact, sell them.
Thanks for coming.
So I've now used the one thing.
Till we meet again.
We've actually come over here and recognized that, hey, we need to purchase this other thing. You can now cast an Armor Slate rank 2. I'm actually going to cast a light as well. Okay, Trini Champion's around. Where'd the spiders go? Down there. Huh.
What is that beast?
That is a giant bat, I think.
This is the part where we fight, right?
Oh, hi, friends. Oh, are you the same ones that I was just looking at? I was wondering how I was going to get to you guys. Okay, so... what do I want to do? She is going to cast Superman, rank 2. My samurai.
Very well.
She is going to cast... Whipping Rocks, I guess?
If you say so.
And let's see here. She could cast Bless if she wanted. I don't really see much reason to. I think that it's better to have her do it. Because she can just cast a quick rank 3. And he... is going to cast Itching Skin on them. Let's see how that goes. Bum, 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 bum. Hey! I actually managed to cast it. That's actually really fast. I'm surprised that she got to attack that quickly. Blaga snagga. Jesus Christ.
I'm hurt.
Okay, that is a lot of damage coming out to her. I should have actually put her in the back row.
Very well.
Well, hopefully she doesn't get CC'd before bad shit happens to her.
If you say so.
Do I want to do that? I don't think so. I'm gonna use a max rank energy blast. And... it would have been fine to use the fireball. Alright, well, I got the attack off before I got the ability to heal, so... The problem with playing on expert mode is that everything is just so fast that you can't really respond in a timely manner to any of the
Very well.
dangers. So if a person is put into, you know, the potential for instant death, there's not really a lot you can do about it, I don't think. So I'm going to try a max rank sleep. We're going to see if I can overcome their magic resistance. My guess is no. But who knows, we might get lucky. It has to rank 3 Bless. Ranger is going to cast... I'm going to cast a Cheese Skin again, because why the hell not?
Understood.
Worst case scenario, we get irritated. Okay.
Secundus. Alacadorin.
That actually affected most of them. Okay. So, that's interesting. So if I cast Max or Rank Sleep, I have what appears to be a significant increase in the probability of it actually working. Because getting a sleep off is just not something that has been on the cards until that one activation. I've never seen that actually work before. So that's good to know. We're going to have her just chill, I guess. No, we're not going to have her chill.
If you
We
say
might as
so.
well have her cast an energy blast. There's no reason not to. It's for her.
Very well.
I feel unwell.
Okay, so that spider's dead.
I'm afraid it's not possible.
I am
So
covered with cuts and bruises.
she needs to cast a heal.
Very well.
And I guess we can just blow a fireball over here, because putting them to sleep doesn't really help us any. If they're just chilling over there in the background, there's not a lot of benefit to be had there. So, we missed the frontal target, unfortunately. Which was predictable, because I put the fireball way over here.
I think I caught something.
So... I think that we should be able to kill this thing. How are you doing, friend? You can... I'm actually gonna have her just attack. Okay, so that's interesting, because only 2 people got paralyzed. I suspect that this does actually target some type of resistance. I could be wrong, I could have just gotten lucky, but I've never gotten this lucky before. I have never had an enemy only hit 2 targets with an AoE like that. So my guess is that it's because I cast the magic resistance spell. So that's good to know. That's very, very good to know that that's probably having an impact there. And we can
Very
use
well.
rank 2 Whirlwind, I guess. Anybody else need... I guess I could try to cast a higher level sleep. Let's try to cast this sleep
say
spell
so.
and see if we can land it. Because if I can put them to sleep... then I can get some pretty good effects out of it. That was pretty cool. And they're both unaffected. That's too bad. Okay, so it's targeting V. That's a lot of damage to her. And she's actually not capable of getting killed
Very well.
right now, but I'm going to try to heal her anyway. As for my mage...
If you say so.
So we've got the dagger wielders doing damage. We're unfortunately somewhat limited. In what we can do with our other characters. Shit. No, I need you to die.
I'm really
Okay,
torn
so
up here, guys.
I should have actually pulled her back.
Very well.
Because if she was in the back row now, then she wouldn't be at risk. So hopefully we kill this thing. There we go. So that one's dead. So I think that this thing's moving forward will basically put it behind her in the action queue, so we can actually hopefully get the kill here. That's not good. She's paralyzed, so 3 target... Oh god, 3 attacks on her is so much damage because of that paralysis. Holy shit.
Very well.
Alright, so... And we're just gonna have to see whether we can manage this. So the target is Sylria. That's a triple damage backstab. Wakizashi kill. There we go.
Delightful.
Okay. So, Aldrea's sword skill goes up. And we can try
Yes.
to keep our characters alive.
Present.
Okay, so she is going to try to cast Cure Poison rank 1. Masali's no longer poisoned, and we are set. Who else is poisoned? So the Valkyrie is poisoned.
With cuts and bruises.
Let's save the game.
Oh,
And
oh,
let's see.
that's more like it. Yes, that's much better.
Can we try healing her?
Yeah?
We can have her. Hey, she's actually got... She's got high enough skill now that she can consistently cast the rank 1 heal. Which is very strong.
Oh.
Yeah, I do think that just coming in here and wandering around this place would be a great way to get mythology skill up. So, what else do we need to do? So V is taking 1 poison damage. We're now going to...
Oh, that's
Shit.
better.
So what are you? Spider? That's a yes.
My
Oh,
ailment has
Widowmakers.
abated.
Lovely. What are you? Those are level 12s.
Sure.
That is not in melee range. If I'm going to be fighting some new type of spider, I want to bring some friends to the party.
I'm on it.
Because I do not know how these things are going to behave.
Understood.
So can I get the Trinities to come over here and get involved in this fight? Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out.
An entity approaches.
And it looks to me like those Trinities might be too far away. But yeah, I'm very concerned about the fact that these are level 12. They're retreating. So this one is retreating that direction. The others are retreating a different direction. 70 air resistance.
Sure.
Do I want... I think I want, honestly, to just pull out of this. I want to pull out of this engagement and rest before I try to fight these things.
Well,
I think that these things are...
That's behind me. Feel like myself again. Very well.
It's weird. I could try to kill just the solo one here, but my concern is that because my ranger and quite a few characters are probably in insta-gib range for this kind of an enemy,
Sure.
I think that it's better off just running away, coming back when I'm healthy.
Look, creatures.
Yeah, they're advancing again.
Taken care of.
So, I think... So the strategy for dealing with these is just going to be get myself napped up. We're going to recast all of our long duration buffs, I think. And we need to check if there's anything I can cast Identify Item on. I think there should be. So we're going to cast Identify Item on this. Which, by the way, is not optimal in terms of... Like, if I want to level up my skills, it's a little silly to do it that way because I could just split those into one, like, stacks of one. Which would allow me to, you know,
Damn it.
cast the maximum power light. There we go. Now, anything else that I need to cast? Ready to cast Magic Screen. Recast Armor Plate. And cast Stamina on myself. Alright.
Yes?
So she is going to recast Enchanted Blade. Any other long duration buffs? I'm going to cast Detect Secrets at rank 2. Cast Light, I guess. That's not as important because she's fully capable of handling herself in that regard. So we're just going to camp, and the Widowmaker spiders are coming back.
Exciting.
Shit. They're too close by.
Taken care of.
I should have gotten further away from the spiders, I guess.
I see some sort of beast.
Okay, I'm gonna end turn here. Because I can't get through these guys anyway. So, if the Trinies see the spiders, which I don't think is going to happen, because I don't think the spiders are going to come all the way to me. But if they see the spiders, they are, I think, going to just dive them. And I don't actually know who's going to win in that. Are we out of combat now? Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go back over this way. We're going to get a little further away. It's a building, I guess. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we can go ahead and recast light. We recast armor plate. Cast magic screen. I'm gonna cast this at the highest level that I can comfortably do, I think. Try that and see whether that has an impact. Let me take a look. Looks like we've got 66, 77 wind resistance. So I think that might actually make a difference. So we're going to continue doing it that way.
Yeah?
We're going to look at... Does she have anything else that she needs to cast? She already cast armor plate, right? Yeah.
Yes?
So here's a question. So I think that Enchanted Blade rank 1 was giving me a +2 to my attack. I'm going to try casting a power level 3. And we successfully cast it. And let's take a look at how... it's impacting our attack bonus. What is our attack bonus? Oh, okay. Well, so it looks like that probably isn't impacted by increasing the power level of the spell.
An entity approaches.
And we're going to cast... rank 7 light with her.
Present.
I don't actually know whether, like, casting the same spell with multiple people has a
Yes?
problem there. So we cast Missile Shield already. We can cast Detect Secrets. And we are good to go. So we're going to try to face off with these spiders here. These spiders, which apparently are no longer here. Okay then. So the spiders here are gone. We're gonna pop over here. We're gonna use that mystery potion.
Look at those
Sprites
things.
become
Looks
hostile.
like a challenge.
Holy shit. So this is actually the optimal situation for us. I didn't notice that there were so many of these things. We are going to do a run command. The sprites cannot cast any spells. The hope here is that I don't get so completely surrounded that I can't actually move. I get through this gap? Come on. Let me through the gap. Let me through the gap. Let me through the gap. Gap. Okay, I'm through the gap. Okay, I'm now backed into a corner. They can't cast any spells. I can't cast any spells. And we will see how this goes. So Miles is paralyzed. The fact that those things can paralyze me is a problem. But I think that if I kill the wasps first, I'll actually be okay. Because I don't think that the sprites punching me is going to do a terribly large amount of damage. Okay, that's interesting. That thing is... apparently in range. Alright, as long as it's... apparently it's in range. That only has 29 HP. So I should be able, hopefully, to kill the wasps pretty easily. And then it's just a matter of, you know, beating everything up. There we go. There's one wasp down. Another wasp advances. Another one. So how many wasps? So there's 4 wasps left. The wasps are not terribly durable. The sprites I don't think are durable at all.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So now... nice! Oh, very nice. Okay, so Miles is no longer paralyzed. We killed another wasp without even getting into melee range. We are going to have her cast Superman. Rank 3 on her. The hope here is that we can just blow these all up. And if we can, this will actually give us pretty good... oh good, it looks like that thing isn't able to get into melee range.
I'm afraid it's not possible.
Oh right, I forgot, I can't cast any spells. I'm a dope. So, this is just a total melee contest here. And we will see who runs out of durability first. Alright, so in terms of people who need to attack blocked, oh no.
Blocked.
So you probably can't attack that wasp either, can you? Okay, so they can't actually target the wasp, which means that we're going to have to blow this sprite up first, but that's fine. So we'll see whether we auto-target the wasp next, or if we auto-target something else. But yeah, these are not going to be too tough in this location. This location here is absolutely working against them. If they had managed to completely surround me, then I would absolutely be having trouble here. But with them unable to get solid hits into me,
I'm on it. Very well.
Taken care of.
we should be in pretty good shape here. That's weird. Why did everybody retarget that thing on there? That is very weird. Alright, so we're automatically retargeting the wrong thing. I was hoping that I'd be able to use my extended reach to take... Oh, good. At least one person's on it. So it turns out that the auto-swapping will swap your weapon regardless of whether it's your target that is going into melee range with you or not. Okay, 2 hits towards Silria. So the wasps are actually... That thing is worth 15,000 experience? Holy shit. So this is an interesting EXP farm, actually. Like, being able to just come here and fight enemies that cannot fight at their full potential in an anti-magic zone is an interesting capacity. So we have 2 wasps left. Silria gets the kill, which is nice. That's not common, that she bashes something in the face and actually manages to kill it. There we go. There we go. There we go. So let's see how much experience we get out of this. 16,602 for each party member.
The better to battle our enemies.
Indeed. So we got dual weapon skill and critical skill increased for her. So here is the question. Does she stick to samurai for now? And I think the answer is probably yes. I don't see any reason to swap her off of samurai quite yet. Because I think that I really just want to get that critical strike skill to an appropriate level. And do I want to pump dual weapons? Or sword? Or something else? I think I'm gonna go pump sword for now. The sword skill will help us a lot for now. And she can continue to use swords when she is back into her Valkyrie, or a fighter for that matter. So I think that I want to do that. Okay, so the other thing that we want to do is...
I hear you.
Let's see, we didn't have anything else that we wanted to do with her, did we? I don't think so. Yeah. Alright, so we are going to use the mystery potion. So who has the mystery potion in their inventory? Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna hit use item. Where'd my mystery potion go?
Yes?
Yes?
What now?
Standing by.
I hear you.
Yes? Yeah? Present?
Why?
What now?
Yes?
Where's my mystery potion? I bought it. There it is. Suddenly everything goes black. You feel no fear, only calmness and serenity, for the darkest voice calls you, quietly at first, but growing louder and louder. As then you notice the Trinity Shaman standing beside you. Whether he came to you or you to him, you could not say, but still you feel no fear. The seventh bow, he says. Okay.
Company.
The seventh bow. This the illusion to which you have come. To learn of your destiny among our people. We seek to learn our destiny for many reasons. Curiosity, fear, hope, the desire to know the unknown. Your destiny has been long foretold. You are the fabled third messengers, here to play your part in the ascension. Long ago, the Cosmic Lords created 3 artifacts, all required for this event. 2 have already arrived here on Dominus, brought by the first and second messengers. Your destiny is to bring the last, the Destine Dominus, containing all knowledge of the gods. The artifact you seek lies with a man named Martin. Your destinies inexplicably crossed. You must follow his path of exile to find him and claim this device as your own. It will not be an easy path, nor does it begin here. Instead, turn to Martin's bluff and seek Martin's idol and his words. Then, return to the Shaman on the 6th bough. This is your destiny.
25,000 each? Oh, that's nice.
Oh, this is great.
I like that. Okay, so we got him able to level up. That's sort of a no-brainer. Just pop his dex and his senses. He can... I don't want to pick light, I don't think. Okay, so I can save these spell picks for later, so I'm going to do that. Somebody mentioned that during the... when I was looking at some stuff. So, ranged weapons is capped out now at 75. I cannot increase this any higher. Bow skill, ditto. So he is actually capped out on his primary skills, and they can increase further, but they can't be increased further on this screen. You can only increase them through other means, which gives us the question of, what do we want to invest in next? I feel like we might want to just invest some points into alchemy. I think that from a practical standpoint, he's going to be our alchemist for the foreseeable future. So let's get strength and dex on her. And we can make wounds if we want. I don't think I really want to, though. So we're going to continue for now. We're going to do close combat and dual weapons and sword. So her sword skill is getting close to capping out. And I have a few characters who are getting close to getting certain stats up to max. We've got Dex maxed for him, and she has obviously gotten her intelligence maxed. So I think the next step for her is to swap classes. And I think that the mage and the priest are both actually going to swap over to becoming bishops. So the next thing that I need to do, because we have a quest item that we can buy here, I think that I'm going to try to do that now. We will take a look. And then once we've gone and done that, then I think we'll be done here. So I do think that we can probably afford it, or at the very least come close to affording it.
Present.
Apparently, these folks are chilling with us again. Hey! That guy moved when I cast that. Maybe I can get them out of the way just by buffing them. I don't think so.
Yes.
Unlikely. So, did that have an impact? That actually might have had an impact. Power cast increased.
Present.
I hear you. What now?
Standing by.
Oh right, I was wondering whether I wanted to swap her class. I think I'm gonna leave her class as it is for right now. That's interesting. Those guys just disappeared. And we're gonna continue over this way. So this is the 6th bow, right? Yes. Okay.
Hey, something got loose over here.
Okay, so we have some wasps.
A fight. I'm with you.
These are swarming wasps. They're level 12. There's 8 of them. Cast rank 2 Superman on her.
well.
Again, the goal here is just to get her to where she needs to be in terms of her stuff. So we want to try... Can we successfully get... Yes, I think that if we target here...
If you say so.
If they approach us, we'll still hit them for max damage. So... Everybody else, I think we're just going to leave on attack duty, except for the Valkyrie, who needs to cast a rank 3
I'm on
plus. So these things have pretty low HP. Ooh. Oh. So we got Superman. Ooh, we actually hit it. Oh my god. This thing might actually die. Oh my god, we actually killed it. Alright, so that's 8 targets taking a bunch of damage from fire. Actually, it's 7 targets taking a bunch of damage from fire, because one of them's already dead. So while I am concerned about the amount of damage that these things are going to put out, it looks like I can hit all of them except the one in the front, which is all well and good because that one's going to probably get killed anyway. I cast a Superman. Ooh, we can now cast a rank 3 Superman because we apparently got a water skill raise. And that will be good. So we'll cast that on Nisali. Unfortunately, she's paralyzed. So it looks like we have 2 targets that aren't going to get hit. The 2 that are directly in my face are too far away. Nice. That's too bad. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so she is one of my higher damage dealers, so it's unfortunate for her to get taken out of the fight like that. So we can use a rank, just blast these things with toxic fumes now.
If you say so.
And hopefully that'll be enough to kill some of them, but I don't think it will be. Predominantly, we're just going to be beating things up. Okay, so there's no penetration on Silria, she's fine. Nice hit. That's what I like to see. So we got another one down. Get the punches in. Hey, Thorax Bash. Okay, so some of them are nauseated, and 2 of them are dead. So, we're going to... Could just keep casting fireballs, I guess.
If you say so.
So, do we want to rank 3 Superman on our Samurai? I think we do. Okay, so the higher that we get our water skill, the more capable she'll be of casting the Superman at higher and higher levels. And I do think that this spell is actually going to be really critical in terms of me doing, you know, sort of the maximum amount of damage later on. So we're just gonna... Nice. So that thing charged before we got a turn, which means that my entire team is going to be able to start stabbing into it. Hey, punched it in the eye. Good job, Korg. That thing's out. Oh!
Thank goodness that's behind me.
Wow.
Myself again.
Sorlin with the double kill. So come on, bring it. So she actually attacked before it appeared, which is kind of impressive.
Delightful.
So that's 12,000 more, and Eldrea's sword skill goes up, and we got a bunch of good skill raises. So Wizardry is just about to cap. These are really weak. I'm just going to charge them. What do I want to do? So we're going to have her cast a max rank sleep on him, because why not? No, we don't. We don't want to do that. Interestingly enough, we have a bunch of hostiles here. More than I had anticipated. I have her cast Superman on her.
Very well.
She is just gonna use... she's gonna wait on this first turn, so we're just gonna have her use her breath weapon. Because that should work pretty well. And we've got her. She's just gonna chill. Cast a Bless.
I'm on it.
So... yeah, Nalira is really, really squishy compared to my other characters. So... looks like I do have the ability to at least attack this thing with my reach weapon. It's not great, but at the very least it will give me the capacity to try to get some work done. Let's see, guys. What else do we want to do? I'll just right here. I think that I forgot to give him some ammo. There we go. I'm waiting for the ratkins to get to me before I start blowing them up. Okay, they're all within range, so I should be able to start nuking and hitting every single target. Now the question there is whether I want to, and the answer is questionable. These Ratkin are actually way stronger than I would have anticipated. So... it's not necessarily great for me to kill all the bats, but I think it'll be fine.
Very well.
Alright, so she'll just use her cone. And we might be able to blow up most of these bats with just this, but I don't actually know. It depends on... That's not doing much damage at all. So I think that most of the bats are going to survive this. And what else do we need to do?
If you say so. Very well.
And what else do we need to do? I could have her use her breath weapon, but I'd rather her just attack. So I think we are set. There we go. So the goal here is to hopefully be able to... I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep any of these things alive now that I've got these AoEs coming out. But if I can keep just one of these rats attacking me at any given time, that's obviously optimal. That said, this thing is actually taking a huge amount of damage. So it might not be that important. I say that and then I miss it a bunch of times. And but my damage is definitely going up. That is 4 attacks. Okay. Interesting.
Very well.
What do I want to do? Okay, so we want just everybody to be single target focusing this Ratkin Goon, I guess.
If you say so.
I want her to actually target one of the ones in the back.
If you say so.
So this is level 11. And do I have ammo? Yeah, I do. So we're going to have him equip stuff.
Understood.
And I have anything else that I need to do? I don't think so. I have her pray just for the hell of it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna have her just attack.
Very well.
That's a problem. So the fear status effect isn't that huge a deal. But I'm concerned. I'm concerned about the implications of that in conjunction with the rats that are doing backstabs. So with 4 of them attacking per round, I'm very not pleased about that, but it's fine for now. How long do we have on Bless? We have 2 more turns of Bless. I think I'm just gonna try to burst this thing down as much as possible for now. And there comes the backstabs that actually do damage.
something.
Ooh, double damage and a poison. There we go, though. That's nice damage. There we go. So we might be able to kill this here. Not if we miss! Oh no.
Well, thank goodness that's behind me. Feel like myself again.
Okay, that's 4 people no longer afraid, which is good. Do I want... I think I want her. I'm just gonna have her keep attacking for now. So I think I should be able to kill this thing before it does too much damage this turn, and that is definitely true. Now, unfortunately, this means that these things are going to come into melee
That's much better.
and get blown up. Can I? I'm gonna cast a Superman on
Very well.
him, actually.
If you say so.
Okay, we're gonna start AoEing because I think that we can probably
Too far.
kill the majority of these.
Understood.
I think the bat's gonna... I think that we're gonna have the bat behind the 2 things because they're gonna move faster than the bat is. Do we want anything else? I think we're fine. So this thing's charging. And that is... Ooh. I don't like that flank. I'm gonna swap these 2. Where are you? So basically I'm swapping the tankier characters onto that side. Oh, Rat Goon falls unconscious. That's interesting. What does that mean we want to do? Actually, what that means we want to do... Do we want... I could swap things around if I want. So that thing isn't currently a threat. So what we're doing is we're going to try to burst it down. So instead of putting tankier characters on that side, we're going to put the highest DPS characters who can exploit the damage as much as possible over there.
I haven't seen.
I am indisposed.
That is a lot of DPS coming out. And that means that I'm going to have to deal with multiple of these at the same time. I'm going to have to deal with 3 in melee range simultaneously. Okay, so we're going to try to have everybody kill this thing.
Too far.
And
Sure.
trouble.
If you say so.
So, And I cast a rank 3 heal on
Very well.
her. As for her, she can attack this as well. So can our dear friend Miles. So the hope is that we basically just burst this thing down on this round. Everybody should be able to hit that thing easily and do a ton of bonus damage. So hopefully we kill it. We might not kill it. If we don't, that's too bad. But it's fine. Anything else that I need to do? Yes, actually. I was planning on having her do that, but she needs to cast Bless. Just so much damage. So we're always going to be doing damage to this thing, I think. So we killed the bat. Oh wow, we actually managed to hit it with both of those attacks. What the hell? Oh my god, that damage.
I'm seeing spots.
Oh my god. So, that thing has 3 hit points left.
My ailment has abated.
I almost feel
I almost feel normal.
Very
I'm
well.
gonna try to max rank attack there. The problem is, what are you gonna do?
If you say so.
I don't want to wait.
I'm on it.
On getting that stuff out. I'm hopeful. That thing's defending, interestingly enough. So that's 1 down. Luckily, it was also on the first hit, so... And that's targeted on Miles. So they've now used 2 of their 4 attacks per round. Our Lord is back in good HP. And we've got attacks on her, which is good. We've got attacks on Miles, which is less than optimal, but that's okay. I don't want to swap my party around right now. Do I, though? I think I do. I need to put Miles in the... I'm going to put her in the back row. Because I really can't afford to have her taking any more damage.
Very well.
I don't think I want to move Miles. Okay, so... We're going to cast a rank 4 heal
Very
on
well.
him. The hope here is that we can kill this Ratkin goon right now. I'm going to use our breath weapon. And we're not going to be able to do as much as we'd like to here. I probably should have moved my samurai to the back row as well so that she's protected. But... Eek.
They're carving me up like a piece of meat.
So, we're going to go ahead and do that because it will be a considerable help.
I'm covered with cuts and bruises.
So, as long as Aldrea doesn't die this round, I think I can keep up with the damage output. Oh, nice! 4 times! Oh my god, we actually managed to kill that one. Oh my god, she's gonna die to the poison. She's gonna die to the poison. This is such bullshit. There's nothing I can do to save her. The poison is gonna kill her. Fuck. Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. Oh, man. I was sure we would be fine there, but nope. Alright, so we have all these bats. I think I'm gonna rest. I don't think they can approach because they're down there. So, we're just gonna rest it up, and we are going to recast all of our buffs. And we're gonna cast this at rank 5. And I think that it is actually having an impact to increase that. Alright, so at any rate, we're going to cast a magic screen, rank 4. I'm gonna have her cast a white, rank 2. Up. Save this. Cast armor plate. I'm gonna try a rank 4 on the plate. Okay, we're gonna try a rank. I can't try a rank 3 because if I fail it, then I can't cast it at all. So, do a rank 2. It's all fine. And let's see what else do we need to cast.
Yes. Yeah.
Any other long-term buffs that I need?
Yes.
Yes, I need deflect missiles. So we'll get a nice missile shield in order. And then we will cast Detect Secrets, because why the hell not? And one moment, folks. So, we've cast some spells, and we actually have mana this time, so hopefully this time we have a better shot against the rogues, because those things hit hard. That was a lot of damage that they were doing. Okay, the Raccoon Goons are actually in visible range already, so we can actually initiate combat with a nuke that will hit them, I think. Now, I could dive it further back, but I don't think I need to do it that far back. I'm gonna put it at the
If you say so.
range that I know will hit them where they're standing, and I don't think they're gonna move far enough forward that that won't hit them anymore. We are going to try casting a max rank Bless.
Very well.
A power rank 7 Bless. Just to see if that has an impact on the amount of blessing that happens. So, if it does, then I'm going to feel kind of dopey for having used all my secondary casters to do all this crap. Yeah, this says that it has no effect on the effectiveness, so I actually don't want to do that. It's a waste of mana that I would be otherwise using for good effect. Do I want to cast Superman? Not yet. I'm going to save Superman casting until we are in a better position. We're going to cast Whirlwind.
Very well.
Because I figured that a lot of them are going to move into melee range, or not melee, into cone range. She is going to cast a rank 3 Bless.
I'm on it.
Now that said, I could actually, if I wanted, use Guardian Angel. I guess I can't, because I never actually picked that spell up with her, so
Very well.
it's fine. What else do we need to do? We are... I think we're in good shape. So this thing is charging, and it looks like these are actually going to prevent the bats from getting between... Oh, maybe not. That was actually really fast. Like, that was cast before they finished moving. So did those other guys decide to just chill back there? Is that what's going on here? Looks like it. Okay, so we just insta-gibbed some of them. Some of the bats are already down. Looks like we did not hit that goon necessarily. I feel like maybe I do. Okay, so she is going to cast a Superman rank 3 on our samurai, who can then hopefully go crazy. And we're going to have her do that on 3 different targets over the course of the fight. And I think we are ready to get our action going. So that thing is advancing, which means it's going to be in the area of effect for the fireball. This one is advancing. Hopefully the other one advances as well. It looks like it is. So, this one might not be in range to get blown up. Oh, I forgot to swap Corvus equipment because I'm a dope. We should be able, possibly, to just blow up the Shrieker Bats this round. They might all die. Because I'm using very high-level fireballs right now. Let's just say Nalira defense. I thought I decided... Oh, I guess I didn't decide to do that. Okay, so never mind. We're not going to blow up the Shrieker Bats this round, because I did not actually make a decision that would allow for that to happen. So we are going to swap our party around. I think this is what I want.
I feel rather strange.
What scourge is this?
What scourge is this? Okay, so this one is the one that we want to blow up because of the fact that it's here. He is actually going to take an equipic action. And let's see, what else do I want to do? She needs to cast the highest level fireball she can to blow up everybody. And she is going to cast, not Superman, but a rank 4 heal wounds on herself. And let's see here. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Let's see if we can do anything else on this turn. That was really sad watching as we're just like, well, we know she's dead. Should be able to hopefully blow. I figured a rank 4 would probably be overhealing, but at the same time, I didn't want to take the risk that I got hit a couple of times and didn't fully heal her there. So we got the majority of the bats dealt with. So we now have a slightly injured one and one that is closing in on that whole death status effect. Sally is in a troublesome position here. Corric is going to equip this. And unequip this, and he should be set. Bum, bum. Okay, we're gonna cast max rank heal wounds. And we're gonna focus fire that one, and we are gonna cast not a fireball, but noxious fumes.
If you say so.
And hopefully we knock one of these things unconscious. That would be pretty useful for us. Probability, not high, but, you know. It's possible. That is not good. So now we have 2 of them on that side, which means that we're gonna have 3 of them total on us. This is scary. So we're gonna get a decent heal off. That is a C heal. Noxious fumes will probably kill that one. Yes, it does. And we need to move our rogue out of the direct line of fire, I think. Problem is that if I move him directly out of the direct line of fire, he's not going to be as useful. Let's see. Okay. Now the hope here is that while I do know that somebody is going to show up on the front line eventually, my hope is that it's not this guy immediately.
Understood.
So she is going to use another max rank noxious fumes.
If you say so.
The priest is going to use a rank 3 heal on the
Very
rogue.
well.
And our goal now is basically just to burn these things down before they kill us all. We have how many turns left on this? 3 turns. So fingers crossed, let's hope this works. Because we're now going to be starting to accumulate some serious... Good. So that thing charged, but wasn't able to actually move anywhere meaningful. Sorlin is defending, unfortunately, but not a lot I can do about that right now.
Hey, I'm wounded.
So that Shrieker Bat actually isn't even moving into position. So what do I want to do here? We're going to swap these 2.
Very well.
Okay. So that will put Sorlin in a position to do max damage and pull Silria out of the 2 target slotted into the 1 target slot.
Wow. Is that my blood?
It
I'm
is,
hurt.
in fact, your blood, yes.
Very well.
Okay, so what do we want her casting? Guess a rank 3 fireball. He's gonna have to do it.
If you say so.
And what is she gonna cast? I already chose what she was gonna cast. So everybody's gonna try to blow up this Ratkin goon here. We are in trouble, though. From a practical perspective, we are simply taking more damage than we are healing every round. And I don't think I don't think I'm doing enough damage to the enemies to be able to get this situation under control. That is a lot of damage coming into Miles. Okay, that's good though. We got 25 damage into that with just his round. We are almost out of healing. That is just about no damage at all. So... next round, I think, is going to be the final one for me, because I am boned.
Very well.
Alright, so...
Taken care of.
the question is... well, Masali's just dead. She's unconscious, so she's just gonna get stabbed to death here, I think. That's a yes. Oh man. These things are way fucking stronger than I would have anticipated. Holy crap.
Present.
Okay, so how are we gonna handle these? Because they're just like plowing into me.
Yeah?
The amount of damage that they're capable of putting out is intense. Let's see. I don't know why I'm doing this. Those things are just gonna run away. I'm gonna reload those. That was silly of me. By putting it in combat, I now can't get back out of combat until I get really, really far away from them. So, what am I gonna do? So I think that I'm going to need to move to a different position than I've been standing. So... this time, I'm actually facing forward. Which is good. Oh, I'm going to reload, actually, because I forgot to do something. We need to fix his inventory situation before the fight, rather than during it. Alright, so we've saved, and we can go back down here now. So this time, I'm getting close to there.
Taken care of.
And I'm going to... have her cast her Bless.
I'm on it.
And that's it. I'm just gonna wait. Okay, so this is interesting. I might be able to protect my flank here. That thing's in melee range. I don't know if anything else can get through there on the side. If they can, it's only going to be one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have this be my formation for now. And we're going to have everybody targeting that. And try to burn it down. So... they shouldn't be able to flank me here, I don't think. Which will hopefully mean... So one of those Ratkin Goons is still back there. I'm going to do single target damage because
If you say so.
I think that for her, single target damage is actually much more valuable than doing AoE. And we're going to, rather than cast this on the Samurai, I might want to cast, you know, I'm going to cast it on the Samurai anyway. Can I... I've lost to this fight twice. I'm going to cast it on the Rogue. The Rogue does way more damage. And we're going to have everybody attacking the correct target.
I'm on it.
So... hopefully we can burn down this target. Do not like that. Okay, so, at least for now, it looks like we can limit it to just the one Ratkin Goon attacking me at a time. That did nothing. There we go. There we go. So, hopefully we'll be able to burn this thing down. But that's fine. Do I want to use my AoE? I'm gonna use a max rank sleep.
If you say so.
Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I'm gonna use Noxious Fumes, which does less damage than a fireball, but has a chance to inflict nausea, which I think is overall more valuable for my current situation. We're going to try to cast a Superman on the Lord. And anything else we need to do? No. We might want to swap our Ranger out at the end of this round. It'll depend on how the situation is going. Anything else that we need to do? We're pretty much set. Right now, we're set. So missed with both of those. So unfortunately we nauseated some of them, but we did not nauseate the one that we were looking to. I'm gonna move him to the back row. He doesn't need to be in the middle row, and I don't need to waste healing on him. All this damage that he's taken, that's fine. I'll just let him eat that and move on with my life. So that is the first one down.
Feeling a lot better. I almost feel normal.
I almost feel normal. Oh, we got a poison dagger here. You know what? I should probably give him some proper weapons. Ditto for her, actually. She doesn't have a fire spear, does she? No, she has a spike spear. Okay, so the party... I'm going to put in a move action. That will basically stop the party from attacking before I'm ready for them to.
If you say so.
It allowed me to retarget onto the correct individuals. Do I want to cast another Superman? I think I do. I don't think that the Superman is going to really wear off. I could cast it on the other Valk. I could cast it on her. That would actually help quite a bit. Do I want to do that? No, I think I want to cast it on her because I really need her to start hitting targets. Yeah. I'm willing to cast it on other party members, but I'm not putting it on a temporary party member who is not going to benefit from the skill component of it. Okay, so what else do we need to do? We've got spells queued up, so and we have our current position correct. We've got the walk pending. I think everything's set. So one of these goons is defending, one of them's walking forward. We will see, can a bat get into that space? It looks like they cannot, because if they could, I think that they would be trying. Okay, so...
Taken care of.
I'm on it.
Understood.
Good. Taken care of.
Sure.
And that allows us to get everybody targeted on the correct target and do all of their damage, hopefully. So we knocked something unconscious. So here's the question. We've got 3 of these goons. Do we want to be... That thing only has 18 HP. I'm wondering whether I want to AoE right now or not. I think that because things are currently still in a stable position, I don't want her AoEing. Actually, I can have her use a rank 1 Noxious Fumes. Because that's not gonna kill. That does not have kill potential. We're going to now cast... we could cast Stamina, if we want. I don't think we want to. I think we want her to start healing. So we're going to cast a rank 3... We're going to cast a rank 2 heal on herself. She's currently a little bit low. We're going to have her just do as much damage as she can. I'm glad that I'm healing herself, but unfortunately I should have used a rank 3, apparently. But no, I'm happy with a rank 2, even if it isn't going to give me all the healing that I need. It at least is going to help me a bit, and it didn't run the risk of me wasting mana. Because I suspect that mana efficiency for my healing is going to be important. Actually, a rank 2 heal is plenty. I was expecting that wouldn't be enough. Ooh! That Superman is giving him some crazy deeps. Holy shit, that was a triple damage. That was 31 damage! Okay, so this thing has 60 HP left. So we should be able to just blow it up, probably. We're going to go ahead and use a rank 3 heal on our samurai.
Very well.
Anything else that I need to change up? I don't think so. So unfortunately, he does not have Superman anymore. So we have 21 HP to burn through. We have 11 HP to burn through.
Oh no.
And that is another one down. Unfortunately, it's actually another 2 down. Another 3 down. So we can go ahead and take these. Put those on her. And we are going to take a movement action. She needs to decide. We need like a rank 2 heal on the rogue. So this is the last turn we have bless. I'm actually going to recast it now.
I'm on it.
And I'm not going to have her cast anything this round, but she's probably going to start AoEing starting soon. So one of those is defending. One of them came forward. And I think that they have successfully consumed the front slot. I don't think that anyone else can get into the front, which means
Understood.
that I think we are set. Okay. Nobody's attacking the bat. So, we should be able to just keep this a 1v1, basically. So this thing's poisoned. This doesn't help us any, really. There we go. 15 damage from her. 19 damage.
Caught something bad.
My ailment has abated.
So, I definitely have concerns about those bats. There's not really a lot I can do about that right now, though. Can I? No. It doesn't look like I can target the cone somewhere else. So she is going to do it. She doesn't need to do anything. I was hoping that I could just target the cone this direction. If I could, then I wouldn't actually hit this at all. Which does make me question, do I want to... I could turn my party and have this be on my side. And that would be of pretty decent utility, actually. We're going to do that. So we're going to try to point straight forward so that she can just blast forward and still not hit this thing on my side. Because if that's attacking me, that's good. And I don't want this thing getting to that location. So she needs to cast a heal. She's going to cast a rank 2 heal on Sorlin. And that's great. 3 attacks out, none of them have done double damage, and that's an attack. That's great. Perfect. Okay, so if we do this, then hopefully we can just blast forward and not cause any problems. Oh shit! The Valkyrie is attacking. I don't know why she's attacking that, but hopefully she misses it. Ooh, damage. Luckily, I don't think I need to keep the battle controlled for too long here.
Thank goodness that's behind me. Feel like myself again.
Okay, you need to attack this one.
Much better. I'm on it.
Okay, and we need to cast Rank 2 Superman. We can go ahead and cast that on him.
Very well.
And the mage is going to cast... Do I want to cast Whipping Rocks?
If you say so.
Oops. Oh, okay. I think I can control the cone without needing to actually turn my characters at all. So that's fine. Now, what else do I want to do? Anything else? He's got 40 HP. Do I need to actually cast a heal this round? I don't think so. She's on 45. I think we should be okay. So, anything special that needs to get cast? I think it's all getting cast, so I think we are ready. So Silver is poisoned, unfortunately, but that's okay. But one thing that is nice is that my party is definitely starting to actually hit with a degree of consistency that they absolutely just were not before. My attacks have a degree of potency to them that was lacking for a very, very long time. And that is every single rat except one. So, we now just need to keep ourselves alive through one rat at a time. I'm gonna cast this on her. And we are going to start nuking. Because if we can just...
If you say so.
If we can nuke all of the Shrieker Bats out of existence, then we just have one rat to deal with and nothing else at all, which would be good.
Understood.
Okay, so he's going to attack that one because he can, and the others are going to do what? Do I want to do a controlled movement action? I think I actually do, so we're going to... Interestingly enough, that guy did not do anything. So I'm happy to... I'm happy to get a free turn to heal. And that's all of the bats dead, and now we just have this one goon left. So we can cast a heal wounds rank 3... We're going to cast a rank 4 heal on the Lord.
Very well.
And we are going to... do what? Good question. We have a walk pending. I guess we probably should have cast something on the mage. But unless we get really unlucky here, I think that we shouldn't have too much difficulty taking out one more of these by itself, considering from a resource perspective, we're not really any worse off than we were at pretty much the start of the fight.
Very well.
So I think that we should be fine here. The mage is going to cast what? She can just cast max rank energy blasts into this thing, since she might as well. And let's see, how many turns do we have on Bless? 3 turns. So we're casting a heal on the samurai. Everybody else is pretty close to full life right now, so...
Take this. Take this.
Oh! Them deeps. And that's great, because it attacked the person that I was healing and prevented me from over-healing them. Okay, that's a completely useless attack. And... okay, so Sorlin is poisoned. She's gonna recast. We're gonna cast a rank 2 heal on Sorlin.
Very well.
Bum, bum, bum. Anything else that I need to do? Not this round, I don't think. Okay. Okay, 29 HP left. 11 HP left. I think we've got this. Probably this round. We might need one more round. 5 HP. So if we hit it, it's dead. We just need to hit it with somebody. Come on, people. Make me proud. Good job, Korgrick.
I'm hurt.
Okay.
Look around for stuff they dropped.
So, 13,000 EXP.
I had a feeling I was getting better.
And that is... I think terribly... ooh! Sword skill 30, staff and wand 5, close combat increase, dual weapons increase. That's a lot of raises for her. Divinity skill for Sylria is now at 80. It's kind of crazy. We got a lot of skill raises off of that. I'm quite content with how that went. So we are going to cast Cure Poison at rank 1. Okay, she's now unable to cast Cure Poison anymore, so just... we're not going to do that. He is going to cast Cure Wounds. And that's it for him.
That's better.
So, she actually has quite a bit of mana available to her. Let's see.
What now?
Alright, so we got a bag of items here. We'll open this up. This is a suede doublet. Scroll missile shield. Save the game. And is this the place that I need to be? I don't think so. I think I need to go a little bit further. Okay. So we cleared out that pack. Not too bad. It just required some relatively extreme levels of control of the battlefield because we couldn't take on more than one of those rats at the same time. They just do too much damage. So as for her, Divine Trap. This is important. This is very important. Actually. And I don't know why I never picked it up on silver, actually. Okay, so close combat, and what else? For some more divinity skill. game. And say hello.
So, you what took you so long, huh?
So this thing is so expensive. Okay, so I thought that I had the ability to pick this up now, but that is extremely expensive.
Call on us.
See ya, friend.
We're not getting that right now. It's gonna be a while. So gonna be a while before I can afford that. Okay, so we're gonna pop out of here. We have
I almost feel normal.
we've completed our spirit quest journey thing, so that's good. We can now cast Mordenkainen's Faithful Watchdog. I know that's not what it's called, but it is basically that. Unfortunately, I do not have any more soda, which is a very sad thing. So she has 96 HP. That's pretty crazy. So I guess we're now going to try to go to follow the footsteps of Martin and continue on to the next area. So we're going to proceed to Trenton. So there should be... There's an entire pack of those right there. Well, hi, friends.
Ah, more fodder for our blades.
Oh boy. That Hogar is probably just going to kill me. It's behind me, even. Lovely.
Sure.
Let's see here. We're going to try to cast Paralyze on it. I don't think it's going to work. I don't actually have any buffs cast at all, so this is going to be bad.
If you say so.
It's going to be very bad for me. Let's see here.
I'm on it.
There's like an entire pack of Hogar over there. And then there's this one that's just like chilling right here. Hey, there we go. So we are at the very least facing the correct direction. So it's not just gonna blow up our wizard. There's actually the possibility that we do instigate it, which would be nice. It's... Its defenses are not great. And it didn't actually attack that round, which is also good. What are we gonna do here? I'm gonna cast Energy Blast.
If you say so.
Okay, so we now need to figure out what she's gonna do. I think she's gonna cast Superman on Sorlin because the amount of damage he was able to put out when he had that was really, really just completely out of control. So the other thing that I could try is casting Armor Plate, but I think I'm gonna cast Superman first. The goal here is basically just to boost our damage to such a ridiculous level that we're able to kill it before it knocks someone unconscious and then just beats them to death. Because that kind of damage is not something that I can sustain. That wasn't even on a knocked out target. That was just it beating the crap out of a target that is capable of defending itself. So we've taken about maybe a third of its HP out. It's now hopefully not going to keep hitting her. But luckily she is a target who has the capacity to
Very well.
be okay. Do I want to? No, I'm. Do I want to? I'm going it all in on DPS right now. I think that
If you say so.
It's really my only shot. I don't think she'll die if she gets hit. So... I don't know how the cheat death works. The problem is that she is unconscious, and I'm not sure if she can cheat death while unconscious. And that's really bad, because it still has another attack this round, I think. Luckily it has been poisoned. That one damage is going to be super awesome. Okay, so Nisali, we need to get some serious healing into, because if she gets hit again, she's just dead. So, and V did die. So, that tells us how that mechanic works. So, it's not that you can only activate that ability once every, you know, X period of time or anything like that. It's that while you are unconscious, you are susceptible to death as a Valkyrie. When you're not unconscious,
Yes.
I don't think that you're susceptible to being killed. I think you just automatically survive and get knocked unconscious. So that was honestly how I figured it worked, but I felt like testing it out. And so we have successfully identified that what?
The entity approaches.
I'm with you.
Seriously? Alright, well, we are going to reload, because no. Because, no. There's no way on Earth that we're going to kill those things with that many of them there.
Trouble over here.
So... I'm just going to wait for these things to walk away. Hopefully enough of them have walked away now. And yes, that's the whole cadre. There's this lone one over here. And then there's this gigantic swarm on the other side. So, the question here is, do I want to go this way to the swamp? The swamp has those nightmares, and I don't have an answer for the nightmares. I really don't. The nightmares are not something that I know how I would deal with. Let's see here. Do I need... How much experience are you even worth? I have no idea. Okay. I don't think it's worth it to try and fight that. So instead, we're going to come over here and proceed to the swamp. Alright, so from here, we're going to go to the south and try to fully explore this section of the swamp first. One issue is that we're going to have to deal with things like centipedes, which, while they aren't... I don't think they're that dangerous. That's crocodiles. Well, I don't think the centipedes are super dangerous. I do think that they are irritating to deal with because they use ranged attacks. Did I say centipedes? I meant millipedes. That's... So, they don't have very much HP, at least.
If you say so.
Do I want to do this? I don't even think that I want to do that, actually. I'm going to cancel this. Because while this is... That's all good.
Sure.
That's all well and good, but I think that I actually want to have the two of them use breath weapons.
Good.
Assuming that I use anything at all, and then I'm going to walk toward these things. And I maybe should have run. Because these things do not hit very hard. So I think that it makes...
Afflicted with a plague.
I think it makes sense to just sort of charge toward them and beat them to death. Yeah, these don't really hit very hard. They're just kind of time-consuming to deal with. Okay, so we can now use another movement action. We can... I don't think we need to change any of our stuff. I do think that she is going to use a prey. Just because who knows what kind of cool stuff I can get out of it. And I'm going to try... to get into melee range and just start stabbing them.
I feel rather strange.
Okay, so...
Kind of far, no? Taken care of. Kind of far, no? Kind of far. Kind of far, no?
Good.
I'm on it.
Alright. So we're going to try beating up these two. I think that we should be breathing on all the ones that are to the left of me.
Oh, I'm seeing spots.
So hopefully this works. And unfortunately, I didn't actually get an attack off that round because I apparently moved too much.
I feel unwell.
I didn't really move very much, so it's kind of surprising. Okay, while I'm waiting for this extremely long battle round to go, I will be right back. Alright, so at least I killed some of them? How much damage have I done? Not much, so sorry about that. I had to go AFK for just a second. Do I just want to blow these up? They really do not want
If you say so.
to put themselves in a position
Sure.
that is nice for my purposes. That's fine. I'll just do this.